So, welcome to the Backyard Professor Responds. Here we go. More UFO news just a couple of days ago coming out of California. And this one I haven't seen much of yet. I haven't seen much chatter about it, but really intriguing. Let's take a look at this. This is from a news station, Fox News.
Friday morning while you were sleeping, our Fox 26 tower camera caught this light in the sky just after 4 a.m. As our camera pulls back, the light appears to be over downtown Fresno. We sent video links to Earl Grey Anderson with the Mutual UFO Network.
Where you see that object move at the clip that it moves, and then it's hovering again. That's very interesting, and no, we don't get a whole lot of those. That one I would probably actually give an unknown classification to, which is a UFO.
Anderson says there were no space launches on Friday. He adds that no unusual stars or planets could be seen either.
What I thought was very interesting about that second video is the clip that it suddenly moves. I'm not sure what distance we're looking at there. It wasn't light speed or anything like that, but that is awfully fast. You got an interesting capture there. Somebody saw what I would technically call a UFO.
So that was intriguing, and I agree. It's not totally sharp and focused. It's in the clouds. It's a light orb. Some of these light orbs are said to have magnetic resonances around them. The Tedesco brothers just had a brand new update on another channel, the UFO Files, I believe, this morning, on their newest acquisitions of UFO videos. And they have told me on my show when I had them, and it's in their book, that some of these light orbs have a red shift, blue shift to them as they move, and that there is interference. One, you can't see them unless you're using infrared or whatever. They very well could be enveloped by some kind of an anti-gravity. We just don't know at this point, but it is difficult to get good video on some of these issues. But this second story is intriguing because of the conversation between the pilot and the tower, and then the pilot and another pilot, or another pilot and the tower. Let's take a look at the second part of this story. This is over Fresno, California.
A private pilot had this exchange with the Fresno Tower Tuesday afternoon.
Departure tomorrow, Cuba Tango. Do you have any drone activity on your radar by any chance? Tomorrow 52 Tango. We wouldn't pick up drone activity on the radar. We filter small stuff out.
A minute later, the tower contacts the Fresno police helicopter that's flying over the city.
I just got a report of a drone at 41 in Herndon, about 3 miles west of you, northwest of you, and if you can go check that out for me.
We're currently working a call. As soon as we're done, we'll head up there. People.
The tower then reports to pilots in the area a drone was spotted near 41 in Herndon. It was flying at roughly 3,000 feet. A second pilot called in to report the object was following him at 3,500 feet. The first pilot to alert the tower called in again with an unusual sighting miles away.
I thought I saw something over downtown, about 3,500.
You saw something over downtown at 3,500?
Correct. It was like a white object. 59 Tango.
How long ago was this?
I just lost it right now.
We reached out to the FAA in Fresno for more information on Tuesday's unusual sighting by pilots, but we have yet to hear back.
So sincerely, the anomaly here is drones are not allowed to fly that high. 3,500 feet, not happening. You will get in trouble if that's a person. The limit the FAA has put on is 400 feet. Well, this thing is 10 times that high, not quite 10 times that high, 8 to 10 times that high. And this pilot in his Cessna was following it, and it was moving away from him, and he just finally lost it. That's interesting that it's over Fresno, California. So once again, this drone situation. Now, I say drone, but I do believe that this was that MUFON gentleman was correct in calling it a UFO. The way it moved and then stopped and kept hovering. Very interesting. We don't know what that is. There were no planes out there. There was no rockets taking off or anything like that. That, of course, did not behave like a rocket. Yes, it's probably swamp gas, you know. We make fun of that. But no, this is intriguing that we keep seeing reports like this on a rather steady basis now. This whole theme of, well, UFOs maybe once a month or whatever. No, they're being seen all over the place in the oddest places at the oddest times, all times, day or night. And to me, it appears like it's just steady, continuous, just reporting constantly. Now, if we can get rid of the stigma, Keene, in her book on UFOs, does indicate that one of the very best resources for UAP UFO information is going to be airplane pilots. If we can remove the stigma of them not wanting to report because they will see more of this than any of the rest of us combined, and yet it is for their safety. She has several cases in her really good book where it's actually dangerous. One plane potentially is understood to have been struck by a UFO and it wrecked the plane. It disappeared. They still haven't found it. So far as I'm aware, in her book, she didn't say they found it. The pilot's dead, apparently. He went into a body of water and was never seen again. He fell off the radar. But he had radioed in that something odd was going on with lights around him. This is definitely a safety issue with pilots. If we can somehow find a way to get rid of the stigma and these pilots begin reporting things, if for nothing else, what happens if big jetliners, does that ring a bell? Either disappear or crash because of UFOs. You know, that was big on the YouTube news for a while, that big jetliner. So this subject has not minimized. I get it. If we don't see it on the evening news, it didn't happen. That's the perfect way to get brainwashed. I personally don't watch a lot of the evening news anymore for this reason. You get better UFO information without question on YouTube and with the various other outlets in the news areas giving us information that the main big ones don't even touch anymore because they're told what to say. I know that's conspiracy minded, but they're told what to say and what not to say. Interesting. We will keep our eyes on the sky. We will keep fighting the good fight. We will keep bringing in updates as they are necessary because we can't let this die down. Not a chance. Not something this big. No, we want answers. We want answers, and we will keep bringing it to the people so that we can continue reporting it and get our Congress this information so that they can. And exciting news, Steve Bassett told me Sunday, you heard it here on my live, that there is going to be another hearing that is going to be scheduled very soon from Nancy Mace on the UFOs and the nuclear sites around the world. Now, that is a very important hearing. I know there's a great book out on that. I've still got to acquire that one. I blew my money on several UFO books here a couple of weeks ago. I'm kind of building up for that one. But so this is not a dead a subject, and it's not a quiet one. And we can't let it go quiet. I'm not going to. I know several of my YouTube content creators, man, they're going gangbusters as well, rightly so. We are all trying to keep this subject because it's so important for our collective safety. We're going to keep this subject alive. We're going to keep sharing information and analysis, news, video clips, pictures, whatever it takes until we get to the bottom of this. So that is the latest, at least on my channel. I'm always happy to share as I find. I will catch up to you guys just as soon as I can. Who knows? I may find something else tonight and I'll share some more.